Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes from managing our emotions, okay? So we can identify intuition for good spiritual wealth, okay, and spiritual health, but it comes with the essence of love, all right? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, loving God, okay? But it comes from balancing so you can co-create with the universe. The universe does not co-create without you, okay? All my readings are timeless. Don't let it be forced upon you, okay? Let it go if it does not resonate, okay? Please don't let me take your power away. Take your own power, all right? Because you have all the answers within yourself. In the energy, we have an ending, all right? Every ending has a new beginning, okay? Because now we're looking at Scorpio, all right? We're in the energy of ending any like competitiveness, all right? Because someone feels like maybe need to end maybe being a chemist or a detective, all right? Or maybe into magic or philosophy, or maybe someone wants to end something very mysterious, okay? Because someone is in the energy of power, okay? Because someone's probing, all right, the energy of possessiveness, all right, to be resourceful. Someone's ending maybe a secret, okay, because there's a very strong-willed energy that's fixated on jealousy, okay? So now we're looking at maybe letting go. Remember, every ending has a new beginning, but this ending seems to be quite forceful and determined, okay? Well, you've got the courage, okay, to seek within yourself for that desire. Remember, Scorpio is about desire, all right, to move forward. Okay, you could be talking about a Sagittarius, or think about a Sagittarius, but we have that desire to seek, okay, a direct message, okay, or goals, or we're seeking to be outspoken with our philosophy, because we understand someone's exaggerating their messages or their goals. They're being very tactless and irresponsible behind the back of the Queen of Swords, all right? Queen of Swords is ending maybe messages. A very honest person, all right? I realize people are being very restless behind her and very talkative, okay? You could be a lawyer or a priest or a philosophy, okay? But we're seeking goals, all right? We're seeking honest people. So every ending has a new beginning. We're looking at a very friendly person, okay? We're looking at the Queen of Swords, head over heart, okay? With a clear, conscious mind, all right? Hey, look how they both join together with lovely, balanced emotions. Because she's working on her emotions, maybe working on her goals. When you have the truth, you've got realistic goals, all right? Maybe the team of people trying to end this woman's goals, sparking ideas behind her. She can see exactly what they're doing in front of her, all right? She's got her plans with her ancestors. She's working with the mind, the body, the soul, because number one can't do number two, and number two can't do number three. So now we're looking at the cardinal, all right? Maybe someone's increasing within their career. They're working very hard on their career, all right? Keep going, Queen of Swords, all right? Someone's probably looking at your moral conditions or the directions of your goals because they feel as if your goals are in a very good position, all right? So someone's probably looking at your reputation or your achievements, but someone is working on blocking your goals maybe or ending a stagnation, okay? Because now we're looking at the energy, all right, of I have the desire to increase my career with realistic goals, but behind you, it could be a Taurus person trying to block your goals. Why? Because it's about jealousy, all right? It's about laziness. It's about over self-indulgent, and someone's very stubborn. You could be an artist, a gardener, a singer, or maybe a builder. But if you're looking at a person or people feeling left out in the cold, or a Queen of Swords, looking at these people knowing they want her to feel left out in the cold from her downloads from God, all right? We're having spiritual messages, but every ending has a new beginning for this team of people. Maybe looking at a situation where they're trying to end maybe a stagnation for some of you. But you're working very hard. Even though you feel left out in the cold, you're working very hard on when it comes to your pentacles, okay? Because you're looking people are looking very curious, because they know that you're very determined to set your goals, to make it reach. So I'm looking at you being very self-sufficient, industrious, okay? Maybe someone's loving material, but you've got to be patient because you're very persistent. Someone's very possessive over the Queen of Swords. So now looking at reliability that comes from her, but there's a massive warning. There's a desire to end the love of money, maybe, or to end the situation with someone going into a lucrative deal. We're looking at generational wealth. Every ending has a new beginning. Maybe there was a choice of two women, one very devilish. We're looking at Delilah, Jezebel, Genevieve, Nadia, or Evil Leaves, taking people's energy. That's the goal. So the Queen of Swords, she recognized this because she's been handed the sword of God, the wisdom, the philosophy to look within oneself for wisdom. When there's a problem, she creates solutions. So someone's working at making her feel like left out in the cold from her own generational wealth, but that's coming to an end. All right? Someone is in the energy of seeking messages from behind the Queen of Swords, or seeking her goals. Someone's studying the Queen of Swords, looking at her blueprint, but they seem to be very quite confused. Okay, but very curious. A lover. Maybe you're thinking about a Sagittarius lover or a Gemini lover, or maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn lover. Maybe an earth sign person has a desire to come to an end for this lover that's seeking a change in their career. So now we're looking at lovers, Gemini person. Someone's in their thoughts about Queen of Swords. The flexibility, the intellect, the lively, the communication. That someone's very clever, very articulate, and very adaptable. Someone is very cunning and very gossipy behind the Queen of Swords. Someone's very nervous. It could be journalists. It could be salespeople. It could be a teacher. Because now you're looking at stalking. Someone's looking at stagnation. So now there's an obstacle, delays when it comes to Queen of Swords. You have to cover your heart. All right, with your intuition, because it seems like there's stagnations, because there seems to be choices, or maybe there is a divided loyalty within this team, or when it comes to the Queen of Swords. Someone is stalking and very curious about the Queen of Swords. All right, a lover. It could be an earth sign person or a fire sign person, Sagittarius. So now we're looking at the energy of now the Queen of Swords will have to show a decision and adjust between the energies that involve courage and a decision that a group of people are maybe taking that leap of faith, no baggage, no expectations, to go towards an air sign person, maybe a Gemini person, when it comes to working with that person for generational wealth, maybe. But there seems to be someone in this group that wants a block, maybe a Taurus person. When it comes to this group, they're working on it to have an ending behind the Queen of Swords back. A lover of a Sagittarius person, maybe, or a fire sign person. Well, we're looking at the Queen of Swords, very analytical. Okay, looking at the Queen of Swords, being very sociable, very talkative, very versatile. Someone thinks the Queen of Swords is very flexible, because now, when it comes to maybe the difficulties of the thoughts of this group of people, making her feel like she's left out in the cold, has come to calmer waters. The mind has come to calmer waters, because now we have 6 and 7. That means somebody was lying, stealing, cheating, bring difficulties, a Taurus person that doesn't want to feel left out in the cold. Because now someone is masquerading as a friend, because they're stalking and very curious about Queen of Swords with this group. They want the information, so they're stealing private personal information to bring stagnation, obstacles. So now you got to cover your heart. So when you got information, you got clarity within yourself. Now you can make major transformations when you see a confusion inside, in front of you from a group of people working on making sure the Queen of Swords feels left out in the cold. But the Queen of Swords sees this entrapment. So now we've got 7 of Swords now. All right. Now we understand there was an entrapment. Okay. Now someone's going to spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison. Because what goes around comes around, because somebody was working on a stagnation for Queen of Swords to go into mental institution. So now we understand, all right? We're coming to calmer waters. Somebody's maybe relocating, okay? But the body of the self is moving, because the mind is coming to calmer waters about a Taurus person that is working on a team of people to make sure the Queen of Swords is left out in the cold, because someone's lying, stealing, and masquerading as a friend, doing deception when it comes to leaps of faith. All right, now someone's working on maybe going towards, okay, a Queen of Swords to start a new team, maybe, because someone's very curious, because they're thinking about a lover. Okay, they have that desire to seek, because they're thinking to seek, to stalk, because they're curious about the intellect of the Queen of Swords. Someone within this group is coming to an end, maybe involve an earth sign person when it comes to deception, when it comes to secrets, when it comes to fear. Someone's bringing illusion, delusion, maybe to a King of Pentacles, or a King of Pentacles is a lover. He's bringing deceptions, illusion, delusions within this team to make someone feel left out in the cold. But someone's coming to calmer waters, maybe this team of people. Because now we're looking at a lover that's doing deceptions, illusion, delusion, because maybe they fear an ending of like a luxury life or something, okay, or ending of inheritance, or ending of an estate, or ending of a mega project. So now we see the aims, all right, because now we see someone is seeking behind the Queen of Swords, a lover, that they're thinking about stealing and pretending to be a friend, okay, to take a leap of faith into a luxury situation. Now we see that someone was seeking a lover, maybe a Sagittarius person or a wounded warrior, all right? This is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about you have to have barriers. Someone has barriers, all right? Persistent barriers, a lover, maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Because now we understand someone's going for a fast speed and somebody was got love arrows. Slapping up the Queen of Swords back. But someone's trying to end that. But she's got her guard up now, because now she's got healthy barriers. Because now she's the alchemist. She's preparing her table in front of the enemies, and somebody's watching this lover, thinking about this lover. So now someone feels wounded because they're looking at this deception. Somebody was barking up the wrong tree because somebody was people pleasing, because somebody wanted someone's inheritance, a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is up at night, okay? Because now we see 9, 10, they've done backstabbing, all right, pretending to be a friend, okay? They bring difficulties to this group, but the Queen of Swords taking a leap of faith into being a businesswoman, okay? A very nurturing woman. She looks out for her people, all right? She knows her value, she knows her worth, okay? She's a very abundant, very fertile, a very grounded woman, all right? Climbing up status, all right, because she's been working very hard on her lucrative projects, okay? We're going into generational wealth. But it seems to be a Queen of Pentacles is up at night because she was backstabbing a group of people, so they won't take a leap of faith towards an air sign person. They were masquerading as a friend, okay, in this group. So they didn't want to feel left out in the cold, so they bring difficulty to the minds of this group of people. So now we understand someone's missed out opportunity because they didn't take a leap of faith, maybe towards a Gemini person. Because now maybe a Sagittarius person feels a burden at work, maybe. Because now there seems to be a difficulty because someone's thinking about an Aquarius person and a Taurus person. And now someone feels if they missed that opportunity because of a secret, because of deception. Because now we're looking at the mood. Somebody's in the mood, okay? Because now someone's expressing their purpose in everyday activities by lying, stealing, cheating, masquerading as a friend through their emotions. They're bringing stagnations, obstacles, okay? So now maybe someone's moody, sitting in regret, okay? There could be a mother involved, all right? Take it as it resonates. Because now we're looking at the Queen of Wands, all right? Maybe Queen of Wands. Maybe someone sees the Aquarius person kind of had difficulties after feeling left out in the cold by a Taurus person. They see this person as sexy, magnetic, very courageous person, very open when it comes to creativity, okay? Now we see this person is maybe, voluptuous. So now we understand, okay, Queen of Wands, all right? Maybe the Queen of Swords, someone see the Queen of Swords, okay, very courageous, okay? Looks at blocks, because why? They got the fire in the belly. Because that's the lioness. Someone with an ending for a lioness, or with an ending for a Leo person, wanting to take the strength of the Leo person. We're talking about Delilah. So now we understand someone's at work, maybe, in that desire for a Leo person to end the Leo person, or the strength of a Leo person, or the strength of someone's communication with a Leo person. So now we see that situation, someone's desire, okay, because somebody was seeking, okay, a direct, all right, friendly situation with a Leo person or Sagittarius person. So now we're doing direct messages to a Leo person, maybe, about being honest. Maybe this is Queen of Swords, being very outspoken about philosophy. Someone's energy feels very restless because someone's very talkative. These people could be travelers, okay, because somebody was exaggerating, maybe their expertise, being very irresponsible and very tactless. Maybe because they wanted to end. Maybe a Leo person behind a Queen of Swords back, maybe a Taurus person was blocking messages towards a Queen of Swords. So now they both feel left out in the cold. Maybe a lover of a Taurus person, a Sagittarius person, or a Leo person. Now they're up at night They're very worried. Very worried. Because why? Because 9 and 10, they were backstabbing, parading as a friend. They were sinking people's ships. Okay? Because now we see someone needs to come to peace and follow the intuition. Learn from their past. Okay? Because now the Queen of Swords has their back towards a Taurus person, Sagittarius person, Leo person, a Scorpio person. Because they wanted an ending. Someone wanted an ending for Leo and a Queen of Swords. So they bring a 5 of Swords. Okay. Difficulties. 5 of Swords is all about a vampire energy bring confusions. They wanted growth. They had that passion. They had that joy. They had that fire in the belly and the needs. Okay. To bring a stagnation, obstacles. Because they had that decision to break someone's heart. Because when it comes to the 5 of Swords, it's all about masquerading as a friend so you can do betrayal, dishonesty, you know. Because within this betrayal and this honesty is the 5 of Swords. Someone's bullying, thieving. When it comes to mental, verbal, and physical abuse, maybe this is coming to an end now. Okay, because there was a rival, challenges, obstacles. Somebody wanted to win at any cost within this team. So they were working on making someone feel left out in the cold, or they're working on the team to end a Queen of Swords and the Leo, or the strength of the Leo, so they can get inheritance. It was a secret, it was a deception. Now someone's in fear in the air. There's a lover being very outspoken. So now this team of people, you could be a journalist, is now watching the Queen of Swords. Could be a salesperson. But someone's learning, this team of people. So now this team of people feel left out in the cold. Because it was a wish fulfillment. To take the leap of faith. So now someone's watching online, studying. Maybe a Taurus person. Or a Scorpio person, a Taurus person. Capricorn person. So now we understand Taurus is the devil, needs to be locked out, left out in the cold. They bring too many difficulties to the mind. There seems to be a 4 of Cups in the air. God gave a special gift. And now maybe there's a masculine and a feminine in regret. Because they have the knowledge and the wisdom. But when you have the knowledge and the wisdom, you have to pour self-love into yourself. Because it seems to be a regret. Okay. For a wish fulfillment. Or regret. Walking away. Because 4 and 4 is 8. So that means someone needs to walk away from people, things, and places that has very dark energies. Could be a Taurus person that needs to be left out in the cold. Or a Capricorn person, take it as it resonates in this group, or a water sign person. So now we understand there's maybe a Libra person, heartbroken, because now we have the heart. Remember, the heart is the seat of the soul. But understand that the heart, the seat of the soul, is now heartbroken with sorrows of tomorrow. Okay, because someone feels like they were backstabbed over and over again by somebody. Because somebody's heartbroken, maybe a Leo person, maybe getting information about ending the Leo person, or the strength of a Leo person, a Taurus person, or the Leo has the strength to end a Taurus person when it comes to messages, okay, or working together as a group, okay. Because now we understand there's inheritance. Someone has a different perspective, maybe about an earth sign person, okay, or when it comes to generational wealth, or when it comes to ancestral tree of life. Someone has to have a different perspective. Someone's illuminating someone's mind. Could be a Gemini person, bringing the thoughts, okay, to a masculine, maybe a Leo person, to go within, to seek within oneself, to seek one's love and truth, to illuminate the mind. So now this Gemini person is illuminating a Leo person to block a Taurus person was in the message. So now we see this message from a lover, maybe a Queen of Wands, all right? Because maybe this lover is blocked when it comes to creativity, when it comes to the imagination, when it comes to materialism. This person is very dependent on other people. So now there seems to be a difficulty because that person was independent and creative, because they were stalking a Queen of Swords and stealing personal private information. Now maybe a Leo person is standing up for his thoughts, his information, okay, his truth. Or the Queen of Swords is standing up for their beliefs, because they've got the soul of the self standing up for them with their answers, to take that leap of faith with no baggage, no expectations, only your intuition, okay, and faith in God. Someone's running away, all right, from the devil energy, because now we understand a Taurus person where the ending for Aquarius person. Because now we see a transformation when it comes to equal give and take. A Taurus person where the investments, when it comes to Queen of Swords ideas, Okay, so they went and took that leap of faith towards this group of people to create a stagnation, a block, an ending for a fire sign person and a Queen of Swords. All right, so now we understand there's a decision to be made within this group of people when it comes to their purpose. They made a decision. They have clarity when it comes to donations, when it comes to public assistance. Okay, somebody was doing extortion that brought difficulty to this group of people. Now it looks like they're missing out when it comes to finances, because somebody was stealing finances. Somebody was working on stealing finances, masquerading as a friend. So now we understand the Eight of Cups. You have to walk away from a Taurus, devilish person, a very witchy person, very demanding, overbearing person that throws their values on other people, which is from the dark side. Now we understand someone's walking away from people, things in places, because there's a secret going on with a Leo person that has to end an entrapment. Now there's a different perspective when it comes to generational wealth, or when it comes to inheritance or someone's estate. Okay, maybe a Leo person has a different perspective when it comes to a lover. Okay, there seem to be two creative lovers on the table. One is a Queen of Swords, like is the real deal. And maybe someone has that regret of not giving that equal give and take to a Queen of Swords. Maybe they want to end a stagnation, but someone's angry and jealous, maybe a Taurus person, that the emotions of an Aquarius person have walked away. Okay, because they understand that Taurus person is act too devilish, too possessive, too angry, too jealous, too everything. A King of Wands. Now we're looking at a King of Wands. We're looking at victory. We're looking at rewards. We're looking at public recognition. We're looking at the soul of the soul when it comes to a secret, when it comes to victory. Someone's looking at the wounded warrior, a Leo person, secretly doing deceptions, illusion, delusions. Somebody wanted an ending, or maybe there is a pause when it comes to the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, and maybe there's an ending. Okay, to that pause, because now someone has a different perspective, maybe a King of Wands. King of Wands is looking at his recognitions. This is the wounded warrior. Now we have the King and Queen of Wands, and now someone is very jealous that someone has found their counterpart. Now we have the King and Queen of Wands. Maybe the King of Wands is in his defense. He's got the ambition. He's got healthy boundaries. And he's standing up for his belief. He's blocking a Taurus person when it comes to messages. He's being very outspoken, maybe within his community. But someone's very worried when it comes to donations of money, because they were spying, stalking a Queen of Swords. Maybe someone's worried about someone's independent, or someone is independent when it comes to the mind of the Queen of Swords. When it comes to independence, a Taurus person, they're very up in their mind at night, having nightmares about maybe a Leo person giving equal give and take to a Queen of Swords, because they had that decision maybe to work together, but it seems to be a regret. Okay, somebody's not looking at regret anymore, maybe, because now they're looking at a wish fulfillment. Right, use your intuition, because there was a fight maybe with a Aquarius person, a Taurus person, when it comes to donations, when it comes to thoughts, when it comes to imagination, when it comes to nightmares. Somebody wanted to win at any cost. When it comes to the Five of Swords, they were bullying, feeding. They were trying to win at any cost when it comes to verbal, mental, and physical abuse. All right, a Taurus person that were fighting over money. So now we see the deceit, maybe with a Taurus person ending with a Leo person, a wish fulfillment that came into regret. Okay. So now we understand there's a Four of Cups. Four of Cups is all about feeling unfulfilled when a surprise gift came, when the hand of God gave us a surprise gift. It went into a Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away, all right, from a special gift because somebody, an earth sign person, was doing deception at receptions. So now we understand why someone is sitting in regret. They might be moody. Okay, because there's been a decision, a clarity. Someone's walking away towards their purpose, or someone's walking to an earth sign person, Capricorn person that has an obsession energy, dark energy. Now someone's watching someone, judgment, working online, creating their own new beginning, a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra person, and now someone's in regret for walking away. Maybe a Pisces person, because this person's a dreamer and a very good manifester. So now the enemies are watching this Queen of Swords plant her foundation in front of her enemies. Okay? So now we understand this person is very artistic, a very charitable person, very creative, very dedicated to their dreams. Could be a photographer, a healer, a director, or a poet person. We're looking at the impressionable ideas of this person. This person could be introverted. That could be coming to an end. All right. So now we're looking at the imagination. She's very humble because she's a soul having a human experience. Now we see walking away maybe from a water sign person or a counterpart person, or walking away from a King of Cups will give you the power, okay, the strength to move forward into the willpower of self-control, self-discipline, so the skies can be your limit, okay? Use your imagination, use your emotions, all right? You can get sparkling ideas, seek the soul within yourself, okay? So you can see your own wheel of fortune. Someone is looking at someone's happiness, bring stagnations, but you have to have healthy boundaries, okay, when it comes to your goals, planting your foundations, or when it comes to investments. Someone's doing very sharp talking because it seems to be a vampire energy. You've got to use your intuition because it seems to be hidden feelings when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles. She came with conflict with a Leo person because now we're looking at intuition. Maybe someone's conflicted when it comes to intuition because they're blocked. This is the Grim Reaper. They like to hold on to people's stuff, so they can't think on their highest self. They don't think from the heart because the heart is blocked, is heavy as a stone, and they're very imbalanced. Why? Because everything's about money. So now maybe this Capricorn Taurus person is up at night, having nightmares, no matter what they look like on the outside, acting like they're very romantic, very balanced. No, they're up at night. Worried, stressed, because of someone's too balanced when it comes to romance. We're looking at promiscuity. We're looking at someone being adventurous, going towards a Gemini person, very working hard on the truth of the self and looking within, seeing the truth about this deception, this backstab of a third-party person. Maybe Queen of Cups is looking at a new workplace. Maybe it's a bit of a burden, but use your intuition, Queen of Cups, all right? So you can go into your wish fulfillment, maybe a new love, but it seems to be, don't worry about your foundation coming down. Just use your intuition. You've got that willpower, Queen of Cups, okay? So that you can use what's above is below. Just use all 4 elements of the earth, okay? Because you seem to be quite intuitive or quite psychic. Just manage your emotions and identify different energy, because you can manifest a 2 of Cups and a promotion. Just look within your dream, pay attention. You'll see the Empress, okay? And you'll see maybe a wife is lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it. Okay, and at the same time, you can create solid projects for yourself, because you'll be inspired by using the right energy, right intention, right actions, and you can take a leap of faith. Even if you've got a broken heart, take that leap of faith. Maybe you think about a King of Cups. A King of Pentacles, very grounded. He's very balanced. Maybe a King of Wands is looking at God or looking at his own truth as the Emperor. Maybe he's looking at maybe a twin flame connection with a soulmate. Okay, maybe looking at marriage, making a pathway about reliability. But someone feels left out in the cold. Maybe an earth sign person, they've had difficulties, you've got to keep them alone. They looked at entrapment, and that's the truth. Someone's thinking about the Queen of Swords. That is their inspiration, is a healer, is a wish for them, is the star seed, and justice is here for Queen of Swords. Remember, my darlings, walk in love, talk in truth, and follow your own star within you. Bye.